Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business Leaders, Business Solutions, 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Jackie Bales. Today, oil is known around the world for its high price, while natural gas prices are at all-time lows due to the plentiful supply of shale gas. Well, due to this, businesses are increasingly interested in switching to natural gas. Hess Energy Solutions is helping businesses make that change, saving their customers millions of dollars per year. We're joined by David Rowe, Vice President of Energy Solutions at Hess Corporation. Welcome to the show, David.
It's great to be here.
David, in today's competitive global economy, what major problems are businesses facing in terms of energy usage?
Well, one of the biggest problems that businesses are facing today, Jackie, is the high price of the fuel that they use. Typically speaking, fuel accounts for about 30% of any business's operating budget. So it's important that we identify ways that we can reduce not just the price that our customers are paying, but also the quantity that they're using. That's where Hess Energy Solutions comes in. What we try and do is work with our customers to provide turnkey solutions to work on both sides of the ledger, the price they pay and the quantity that they use.
So tell us more about what you're doing at Hess Energy Solutions. How do the services you provide help reduce your clients' energy costs?
Well, one of the key initiatives that we're focused on right now, Jackie, is helping customers in New York City convert from oil usage to natural gas usage. Natural gas typically runs about 50% of the cost of fuel oil, so there are big savings for the customer. For example, a building that's 100,000 square feet could save $150,000 annually by moving from fuel oil to natural gas.
Wow.
That's a big saving. So what we try and do is we come in, we work with the customer, and we provide a complete turnkey solution for the customer, whereby we go in, we manage the complete project of converting their equipment from fuel oil to natural gas usage, and then we take the cost of that project and we combine it with the cost of the fuel going forward into one fixed monthly payment for the customer. The benefit for the customer there is that they get budget certainty going forward and they don't get to spend their capital on the project.
Well, let's see Hess Energy Solutions' innovative energy management approach in this 21st Century Business Field Report.
Millions of buildings in the United States are powered by number 6 heavy oil. Because of a clean air legislation passed by New York City's Mayor Bloomberg, this fuel will no longer be an option in this major metropolis. Come June 2015, New York City businesses will have two options: switch to a more expensive oil source or begin using natural gas. Although it can involve a significant change in fuel burning equipment, switching from oil to natural gas can not only have positive environmental impacts, but save money.
It's less expensive to use natural gas than fuel oil because of the price differential between the two products, fuel oil and natural gas. Natural gas is primarily a North American product, and with recent findings of natural gas in North America, supply has been plentiful and prices have dropped.
Hess Energy Solutions offers turnkey packages with no out-of-pocket expenses, helping their customers overcome the two fundamental obstacles businesses face in fuel conversion: the complexity and the cost of the project.
Hess did not require upfront capital investment. They had a great plan. They were going to handle the planning and the management of this conversion.
As a company, it is Hess Energy Solutions' mission to make the change from oil to natural gas as seamless as possible.
When you get a person that's taking care of the planning, they're organizing and they're doing the work, and then they're even evaluating with the board after, it's easy.
Hess handles the changeover from oil to natural gas from start to finish. They're a company who believes their customers come first and provide easy solutions so businesses can focus on running their business, not the energy conversion.
We have a team of professional engineers that oversee project development, that have many years of experience executing on projects.
With the high cost of energy in today's aggressive global economy, it is vital for organizations to make their facilities and operations more cost efficient.
You get the environmental benefits of burning a cleaner fuel, and simultaneously, if you're burning heavy oil and you have the ability to burn natural gas, it is much more economical, and that will just help your entire financial picture.
Hess stresses that they are the one-stop shop in the energy conversion market. They have the knowledge, contacts, and experience to handle the entire energy switch for their customers, saving them money without stress and improving the environment.
Overall, what trends do you see having the biggest impact on the way organizations will be managing their energy use?
Well, I think there's two things. Number one, energy is truly a global market today and impacted by many, many global factors, which really drives the volatility. So volatility is here to stay. So it's important that our customers are looking for opportunities to find ways to really balance out that volatility, to find ways to fix their prices going forward so that they have much more budget certainty going forward.
How are you helping organizations address their energy management needs?
Well, one of the main ways we're doing it is by helping them convert from fuel oil usage to natural gas usage. This can be a very complex proposition for the customer. They have to deal with utilities, with government agencies, mechanical engineers, contractors, and what we do is we manage the complete project for them from soup to nuts. And then we take the cost of that project and we combine it with the cost of the commodity going forward into one simple fixed monthly payment for them, again providing budget certainty.
What differentiates you from other energy service providers?
Well, there's a number of people out there that can offer pieces of the service that we provide, but we're really the only company out there that's offering a complete turnkey solution whereby we can manage all of the activities relating to the conversion from fuel oil to natural gas, and then we can also bundle together the price of the fuel going forward in with the cost of the project. And we think that putting that together is truly an innovative approach that nobody else is doing.
You know, many organizations today aren't just trying to conserve energy, they're also trying to be greener. Is it possible to do both?
The benefit of natural gas is that it really is a much cleaner burning fuel. So if customers work with us, we can help them make that transition to not just save money, but also to move to a much cleaner burning fuel.
Sounds like a great solution. Can you give us an example of an energy solution that you've implemented for a company and the kinds of benefits they've realized as a result?
Well, we've worked with an organization known as Lindsay Park relatively recently, and we were able to convert them again off fuel oil to natural gas. We were able to manage the entire process for them. So the price that they pay us on an ongoing monthly basis covers the cost of the natural gas, and it covers the cost of converting their equipment from fuel oil to natural gas.
We recently converted a project, Lindsay Park Housing Authority in New York. This is a very, very large project, roughly 2,700 units, 10 buildings, 3 boiler rooms. This is a customer that had been a heavy oil customer of Hess for a number of years. We've been selling them heavy oil and had a very strong relationship with them for a long period of time. They came to us a little over 5 years ago and were asking us for help with tank repair. The tank repair at that time was estimated to be in the range of $50,000. A couple of years later, these same repairs were looking to be about $200,000. So we said, look, we have this problem with tank repair. Let's take a holistic approach. Let's stop the Band-Aid approach, and let's fix the entire issue for you. We went out and we got an independent engineering scope of work done, so we understood the level of work that needed to be done at the facility. And then we took that and we went out and ran an RFP for mechanical contractors. This allowed us to make sure that we were getting the right contractor to do this size of a job and make sure it was being done at the correct price. Once the project is completed and the payments are made over the 5-year period, they'll be saving about 35% of what they would have spent had they stayed on fuel oil. No more tank repair issues because the tanks are no longer required and they're just burning natural gas.
What Hess brought was their expertise, knowledge. We knew they were skilled, but they also brought incentives and rebates. They basically didn't just talk about it, but they presented documentation that we could take advantage of, and I think it was close to like $400,000 in incentives and rebates, okay? And again, the fact that it wasn't an out-of-pocket expenditure up front for us. So they were here to support and to make sure it was a smooth process. Hess is a trusted partner. They've provided consistent service to Lindsay Park for over 45 years.
So run me through the steps. How does Hess help companies with fuel conversions? What's the first thing they do?
Well, the first thing that we would do in this case is we would probably put together some sort of letter of engagement, and then we'd quickly get an engineer on site to take a look at their equipment and to identify exactly what changes need to be made to convert from fuel oil to natural gas. Once we've done that, we put together a very detailed scope of work document, and we would typically put together a contract with the customer. At that point, we would go away, we'd negotiate with the utilities, we'd negotiate with the government agencies to make sure that we're connecting with the gas infrastructure system and to make sure that we're identifying and sourcing for the customer all of the incentives and rebates that would be due to them as a result of the conversion. And then from that point on, it's a case of managing the project on time, on budget, which we do.
What would be some of the barriers to completing a fuel conversion project?
Well, many customers are reluctant to dive in simply because they don't know where to start. So what we do is we help guide the customer through the process from A to Z. So one of the first things that we do, for example, is sit down and identify exactly how they need to get started sourcing natural gas from the local utility. Once we've done that, then we scope the project. And again, we need to really make sure that we can identify all of the incentives and rebates that are due to the customer. So there's an awful lot of complicated steps that the customer doesn't necessarily want to dive in and undertake on their own, and that's where we come in.
And the cost savings, obviously they have to make some kind of investment to get this conversion going, but ultimately the cost savings that they will realize is well worth that investment, is what you're saying.
Absolutely, yes. There's really two ways to think about it. We typically put together a 5-year contract with the customer. So effectively, the customer is using the savings to pay for the equipment, which is really a very neat way of doing it. Subsequent to the 5-year contract, the customer really gets to keep all of the savings for themselves going forward.
Very interesting approach. So talk about the future of Hess Energy Solutions. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I think one of the key things that we're looking forward to is to really apply this innovative approach where we combine potential work to help the customer reduce the quantity of energy that they're using, along with a long-term commodity agreement. So one area where we think the business may evolve in the future is in the area of energy efficiency, where we can go in and help the customer identify ways that they can reduce their energy usage, particularly electricity, and then we can take the cost of a project to retrofit their energy usage, and we can combine it with a long-term electricity contract.
Well, it seems that Hess Energy Solutions is not only taking on the lion's share of the work needed to complete the switchover, but is saving companies money while lessening negative environmental impacts. Thanks for explaining all this to us, David.
It's been my pleasure.